Welcome to another video. Let's talk about something. As you can see, I got Chancellor Bartholomew Van Quillianson III behind me with his massive balls. Speaking of balls though, make a Ballin document. Right. Serious now, alright? Listen. This is a very important thing that you need to implement right now. You know, if you're young like me and you have high aspirations of where you want to be in your life, then you want to take time to vision out what that would look like. And part of this vision is what you will be doing when you're balling, when you're rolling in the dough, when you're rolling in the cash, right? What do you want to do when you can finally afford the things you want to do? What are those things? You know, I think a lot of people, they might have this idea like, oh, I want to make this much money, but then they don't build a case on what they want to do with that money. And for me, that's what's motivating. It's what I want to do with that money. You know? Things you want to buy, places you want to travel, you know, services you want to spend money on. What are some cool, and you know, you can give like different tiers. Like if I'm earning this much per month, this is kind of what I want to do. If I'm earning this much per month, then I want to be doing this. Like, and I just write like all these funny things. Like one of them I remember is like, I want to order like just, you know, on the regular, like custom cookies with just like my name on it. Like literally cookies with my name on it. Just funny shit like that, you know. You know, the car I want to drive, you know, think about that, you know. And services I want to, you know, indulge in or whatever, right? Like I remember, like I want to be able to walk into most stores, if not every store, and not be afraid of any of the prices there. You know, for me, when I'm balling, when I'm making my money, I want to be able to just walk in any downtown street and just walk into, you know, whatever restaurant I want without thinking about the price. You know, I want to be able to go to some crazy like hippie Whole Foods store and like buy whatever knick-knack, like really interesting product they have without worrying about the price. You know, I want to be able to shop on Amazon and not worry about the price. Now obviously this will still be in me, like about the, you know, I'll still be like relatively conservative with my money. That's just kind of how I am. But my point is like I want to be able to just have the luxury where I'll be like, yeah, I can spend, you know, $1,000 today, if you know, and not sweat it too much, right? That's just kind of, it's not like, you know, how do I put it? All the things that you'd want to do to live your best life, you know, places you want to travel, or like if I want to, whenever I want, I'll go to one of those anger rooms, like where you can like just smash a bunch of objects, whatever. Like once a week, I'll go to one of those, right? Or I'll go and do laser tagging whenever I want, or I'll go skiing whenever I want, you know. If I want, I can just stop work and just go and ski for a month in British Columbia. You know, like stuff like that. What are those things for you? Find what those things are and create your own document in your commonplace book. And if you haven't created a commonplace book yet, start one. Make a document. When I'm balling, you know, I'm gonna do this, you know, and you can even categorize them with like funny ideas versus like more like, okay, I'll probably actually do this, right? Experiences you want to have, you know? Like for me, like it would be very interesting to be able to do enough skydives where I can eventually use the squirrel suit. You know, that would be crazy. Or when I can buy my own paramotor and then flying over a paramotor while listening to a specific song that I have in mind, right? This whole point of this Ballin document is to get you excited about the life that you want to live, you know, to get you excited about putting in the work to create that life you want, you know? And so, try this out, right? Anytime you have a cool idea about like what you want to do, you know, in the future, you know, a place you want to travel, a destination you want to do, an activity you want to do. Like I want to go and do Laird Hamilton's XPT life. I would love to go and participate in one of those seminars, you know? You know, I would like to go on one of Wim Hof's excursions or whatever, right? Stuff like that. What is that for you? And every time you come across like one of these ideas throughout your days, you can write it down in this document. And then eventually, by the time you get there, you know, by the time you start making the money that you want, by living out your passion, you'll be like, you won't, you'll have plans ready, you know, like, of like what's gonna first spend your money on, you know? And that's nice, you know? Nothing's more cooler with doing your... I think one of the best ways to spend your money is like something you've been thinking about for a long time, right? Because then you've been thinking about it. It's not like it's not necessarily impulsive. It's more like you've had some time to think it over. At least, you know, a couple times. So yeah, try that out. That gets me excited about creating a life more abundant than the life I have now, right? Thinking about all the cool stuff I can do with the money. And then also, I guess another thing you can add on as well is like, if you want to be famous or whatever, if you want to be well known, that's a whole nother document you can even create. Like, what do I want to do when I'm well known? You can create like certain communities that you want, or you can meet other famous people easier, right? You could see. I got to think about that one myself because I have to think about what advantages and disadvantages there would be there, right? And you can even make your own contingencies, right? Like, if you're going to build a life where you're making a lot of money and like when that life comes, like it's going to come in quick, like think about like all the plans you have to make sure that you don't have all your money just go away, right? Like easy come, easy go, right? Because it'll take time for you to adjust to that new wealth as well. So making these plans as if they're actually going to happen. Because they should happen if you really want to create the life you want. Make sense? Cool. That's about it for this one. Thank you for watching. And I will see you in the next one.